Okay, welcome to Kung Fu Havoc number 2. Instagram, you're kicking in. This is my second part of Time for Training. This is my last video for both because I have no light and power on the battery as well as the computer are about to die. So I will do another martial art video tonight, but it won't be about fighting. It'll just be like some truthful facts before I do my Throwback Thursday. So hopefully those videos will give you guys something to laugh at. Alright, so let's do it. As I explained to you, I'm simulating my kamas as tanfas. Tanfa training is not the same, but the moves can be basically the same. So, it also depends on who the hell your teacher is. And you will always have go-to moves regardless of what style you know. So, with a kama, you won't be doing this. With a tanfa, you will be doing something like this, but not. So these are kamas, they're practice kamas, they're solid wood, they hurt like shit when you get hit. So be very careful in the weapons in which you choose to practice with. Especially anything that has an actual weapon that is steel, because steel will cut the shit out of you. I.e. the gloves are for grip. And we're going to do some tanfa shit. Alright. So in the other video before Instagram kicked me off, I was showing you guys some blocks and attacks. We're going to pick up from blocks and attacks. I'm going to explain to you guys the tanfas because one, police batons are tanfas, the old ones from the 80s. 80s to the 90s before the ASP came in. That's the extended weapon that they use now. But the origin of the tanfas still get me confused because I'm not sure if they're Okinawan or if they're Chinese because martial arts is kind of funky like that. So, when when you're using your tanfas, you know, they're basically stick shields, all right? And they're basically for when you're blocking. So when people fought with swords and you had a tanfa, it was to protect your forearm from your fist just a little higher, for like a ½ inch higher, all the way to the end of your elbows. So if your tanfas does not go past your elbows, they're too short. That's some strong stuff. That's why I'm tripping over my words. Anyway, moving on, back to business. The tanfas are wooden. They are made to defend as well as attack. You get more attack than defense moves with tanfas versus kamas. You just get slaughter moves because basically you're holding two mini swords or sickles, and they are for gouging, cutting, and maiming your opponent. Tanfas are not for that, but a tanfa can be just as deadly as a kama depending on who the fuck's holding that sumbitch. So your basic blocks and strikes are kind of like Kempo. They're kind of the same. So if I throw a punch with my kama, it would be cutting off my hand. If I throw a punch with my tanfa, I have this to protect me, but I also have a little bit more than that little bit of inches there to actually show you when I hit somebody, I have at least 2 or 3 inches of hit space. Versus when I hit them and then spin it, where I have a whole 9 more inches to go. So, you're going to fight with your tanfas. You would definitely do it like this, or you want to do it like Thai fighting, but you want to be able to hold your own. So if someone throws a punch, you can block it. Someone throws a punch, you can block it. You know, someone throws a tanfa, you can block it. Someone throws another one, you can block it. So basically, your round body blocks for boxing, you would use those for fighting with tanfas. Alright? God, I hope that other martial artists are not going to be insulting me on this shit, because tanfa's an old weapon that no one really utilizes these days. But I'll bring this shit back if I had some. That's why I have to use these kamas to simulate them. Can't find tanfas in stores. Alright, so block, strike. Now as you see, it came out versus block and then strike. Now that's also a correct strike. Now I'm blocking and I'm striking. Now I'm blocking and I'm striking. Now the thing with tanfas, you can whirl them and you got a distance strike. So let's put them back. Whirl, strike. I think I need one more light. Hold on 1 second. Maybe I'll put it right here so that I show up better. Okay. Yeah, that's gonna work. Alright. Maybe it's not gonna work. Maybe if I off angle that some bitch. Oh. Alright. Fuck it. This is what happens when you're not prepared. Or you're overly prepared. I was not prepared. So from this angle, when I throw my thrust, see them now swinging, swinging. So now I have a thrust strike. Alright? So if I go boom, this is going to clap my opponent in the areas right here, but they're going to be looking like this. So I'm going to boom. Now when he hinges, I'm going to thrust again, which is going to push him the fuck away from me, which is the best thing that you can do to your enemy, especially if you're not a strong martial artist. So, boom, 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 boom. I know I don't have sound effects. Boom is a very bad habit. Blame it on Billy Blanks. Boom, boom. So you got the jab, boom, and a strike. I understand the jab is still a strike, but boom, and you swing that around, that's a little bit more effective. Because you not only just tag them once, but then you tag them again when you whip the tonfa around. Now most people when they work their tonfas, they go all the way around. These are kamas, they're not made to do that. But for simulated purposes, put the gloves on so they can slide through my hands a little better. But they are literally supposed to go around. Now real tonfas will do that. These kamas not so much. So boom, boom. Alright, so I blocked it. I thrust the kick out. Now I got options. Now, provided I don't lose my grip. Kamas are also used in Korean Kung Fu, just in case people don't know that. But they also use Okinawa Ken Karate. So here, strike, 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 strike. Okay, I'm off frame. So, block. You can probably use them in any martial art if you want to be honest about the shit. Do not kick your tonfa or your kama. You might lose a foot if you kick your kama. So, striking, striking, strike that way, strike, 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 strike. Kamas are pretty good for multiple attackers also. So, falling. Now, as all things, when you have a weapon, I will tell you first and foremost, I need to take a break, blow my nose. That's not what I had to say. But first and foremost, I will tell you, whenever you have a weapon, it takes more out of you to swing that weapon because it's expending extra energy that you need while you're in a fight. So everything that you just see me do is going to cost you. You see I'm breathing hard. Because your weapon takes a lot more energy to swing a weapon than it does to be the weapon. And also remember, your weapon is a tool. That's all it is. It's a tool. If you suck with your hands and feet, you're more than likely going to suck with that weapon. Now, there are some enigmas, alright? Let's keep the shit real. Not going to lie to you on Kung Fu Havoc number 2. Not going to lie to you on Instagram. There are some enigmas where they suck with physical martial arts. Literally suck ass. Couldn't fight their way out of a wet paper bag. But you put a bow staff in their hand, or you put a freaking damn kama or something else in their hand that they can extend their ability. And they may surprise you. Some people can excel with weapons but can't fight worth shit. Those people generally do tournament fightings where there's just weapons tournaments and shit like that. Because they didn't take martial arts to learn how to fight. They took martial arts to have something better to do with their life and excel. And I'm not judging, so don't judge them either. But I can tell you now, I grew up in a bad neighborhood. I didn't take martial arts to learn how to excel. I took martial arts to learn how to keep from getting my ass whooped. Really, really simple reasons why people take martial arts. I also was bullied all my life. But once people learned that I actually knew the shit, things changed. Now we're going to do a little bit more of the simulated tonfas, and then that'll be it for the night. At least outside. Because my computer's going to die. And the camera, the phone, is going to die. So we're going to enter and close up some shit with some do's and don'ts. Alright? So, blocking, all blocks down, up, high, high, low, low, high, medium, or high, medium, high, medium. No, because you got your high and you got your medium. All of your blocks. Those are all do's. Here's your don't. Boom. There's no need for that. Here's another don't. There's no need for that. You're fucking tonfas. You don't have to leave the ground. Keep that shit simple. Boom. Boom. That's a do. Let's do it this way. Boom. I just struck someone. Boom. Boom. Now I double kicked them. Understand? I don't have to leave the ground. Boom. Boom. Those are do's. Boom. Boom. That's a don't. You don't have to leave the ground. You have tonfas. Strike, strike. Understand? That shit didn't roll. So strike, 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 strike. Double strike. You will rarely have to leave the ground if you're using tonfas. Rarely. Low, strike, strike. Boom, boom, boom. Just in case that guy that you didn't see behind you. Now, more do's. Boom, you blocked him. Boom, you struck that one. Boom, you struck him. Boom, you struck that one. Understand the thing about martial arts. It helps to actually have training. You can't just go watch some internet shit and go doing this shit. You need to go to a school. Okay? I'll be the first to tell you, I did learn my tornado kick from the Ninja Turtles. No one would teach it to me. Even when I took Kempo, no one would teach it to me. After I showed them I could do it, then the Kempo guy taught me the hurricane kick. Make sure you have track of that. And I'm also live. So anyway, do not touch my lights. And please don't shit over here. Call this damn dog.
Come on, Yuri.
You got to go, buddy.
Let's go. Go, go. Go use the bathroom.
And my light fell.
Sorry. Go use the bathroom now.
And my light fell again. You do know you in camera range, right? Yeah. So you should go that way. Alright, I'm going to finish this off. So, a couple of decent strikes that you can remember. They're really simple. You know, right punch, swing your tonfa. Left punch, swing your tonfa. Right block, kick. Left block, kick. Now, whether you choose to use karate or kung fu, it doesn't matter. You have tonfas. You can use them both. Boom, boom, boom. Swing it, strike, front kick, spinning kick, off frame. So let's try that this way. Boom, boom, strike, front kick, spinning back. So those are things that you can do. So try to remember that when you're doing your tonfas. Hopefully I taught you guys something here on Instagram and Kung Fu Havoc #2. Be seeing you.